Hello everyone, this is Irv Spanish, and this is another quick Minecraft for Spanish teachers or other second language teachers video. And right now you can see I'm in Minecraft EDU, and this is actually build 20. It's one of the more later updates, and the reason why I'm using build 20 and the reason why I'm even doing this specific video is I've already done a video similar to this before about this world that you're about to see. It's called El Mundo De Comercio. And anyway, El Mundo De Comercio is an amazing world where students are able to basically run their own businesses. They're able to run their own businesses, be their own business shopkeepers. As you can see here, we have a place here where they are selling comida, vendemos comida, they're selling food. They have their own little farm right here, and they have some animals there that they're going ahead and raising. There are other types of businesses, but let me go back to basically the description of this assignment so you have an idea about what you're supposed to do. So basically, the Mundo de Comercio, you can set it up in any language, any second language. I would, if I were you, I would be working on a unit that deals with business, basically buying and selling things. It can be things like in Spanish, it would be questions and responses that relate to things like ¿quieres comprar? Necesito, words like that I need, I want to buy something, I need something, see? ¿Cuánto cuesta? That kind of unit. I know that is taught in a lot of languages in the first year. So you can use this in the first year. I used it actually with my Spanish 3 students last year. I may end up using this with all of my Spanish different varied levels as far as for this, but with all my Spanish classes, Spanish 1, 2, and 3. So anyway, what you do is you let students choose careers in Minecraft. There are careers they can choose from on my main list, things like being a farmer, being a rancher, they can be someone that collects wood, they can be a miner, all kinds of different careers that they can go ahead and choose. I have a list of them on my thing, but they can create their own career. Like some of my kids wanted to be soldiers, and I said absolutely, and then we started creating kind of some roles for them and some ways for them to be able to go ahead and earn money. Now I give them money right at the beginning, and you can give them, like I gave them emeralds to be able to trade. You can give them any kind of things, and it depends on the mod that you're using. Sometimes you can actually use currency depending upon the mod they're using. If you're not using any mods, emeralds are great. You can use diamonds if you want. Anything that's super rare, things that they won't be able to find usually really quickly, go ahead and have them use that. And I have the students go into creative mode, and I give them 1 hour, and I say, here's what you got to do. You got to build your shop, and you got to have signs in Espanol with descriptions of what your shop is, and we'll go and take a look at some shops here. Descriptions of your shop, and then some prices of your items. We have this one, and they have a nice building here, and it looks like they have madera. ¿Necesitas madera? Tengo madera. It says, do you need wood? I have it. See? These guys over here are the soldados, and they sell armas or weapons. We have over here Tres Chicas Tienda de Madera. So they sell wood at this store too. This purple place over here is my beautiful shop. I called it Supermercado Irvin. Now I intentionally sell everything at super high prices, so I try to make sure that they don't come to buy stuff from me, but if there's an emergency or they really need a specific thing, that I have those items for sale, again at ridiculous prices. This is the Tienda de Minerales, Buenos Precios, my miner's store, so they're selling all kinds of different elements. Now the rule is basically they can only work in Minecraft in their own career. So for example, a person that's farming can't go out and go get trees. They have to buy wood products from a person, lumberjack that's going ahead and getting wood products. A lumberjack can't go and start mining and start getting their own stuff. Nope, you can only focus on your specific career. You must buy the things outside of your career in order to be able to survive. Now, because we're putting it back into, the third thing that you'll end up doing is putting it into survival mode. I do this on the second day. So in survival mode, they're going to need food. So that makes sure that they're dependent upon the farmers and the ranchers. They are going to need wood to be able to make any kind of tools, and wood is an important thing in Minecraft, so they're going to depend upon the lumberjacks, sorry, to be able to do that. And then, of course, you can make them interconnected because they're going to need some people that are the miners and so on and so forth. So anyway, students get to work. They work in their field and they start collecting stuff, but they start realizing that they need each other in order to be able to survive. So there's two goals. Number one, earn the most money by trading and selling your products, but all business must be conducted entirely in Spanish. So I deduct points if they say anything in English. And by points, I mean like physical points that are part of the assignment itself, but also I can just go ahead and take away some of their money if they have a money penalty. So if they had 20 emeralds that they start off with, every time they say something in English, it's a penalty of, let's say, 2 emeralds. So they know they can't do it. So I'm trying to make them focus on things like being able to trade things. How much does this cost? Hey, I'll sell you this for this much. All of it in the Spanish language. And I found out that this works amazing. They either can do it through text chat. They can press T and they can type up stuff like right here in the text chat, like I'm doing right here, like cuánto cuesta la madera, and then they can do that. But most of them prefer to just talk out loud, and so it's kind of like this crazy interactions that are taking place, all of it in Spanish, which is amazing. It's kind of like, sounds like the stock market area, when everybody's going crazy. They're trying to sell this for that. Te doy 3 esmeraldas por 64 madera. So they're using numbers. They're doing all kinds of different stuff to be able to go ahead and function. And I just go around and observe. Okay, I zoom from place to place, and because this is Minecraft EDU, it's super easy for me to go ahead and basically transport myself to different places. Now, students can sell items to me too. They can come up to my shop and they can sell stuff to me, and I can give them emeralds for them, but usually the prices aren't that good for them. But sometimes they find out, hey, we have a surplus of stuff and nobody's buying our stuff. Maybe Senor Irvin will go ahead and buy it, and I go ahead and buy their items. And then this is an easy way to be able to give them emeralds. And even wherever they might be at, I just type in someone's name here, and then I type what they actually want to give them. I'm sorry, type their name here, and then you give the item right here, like an emerald or whatever it might be, to be able to do it quickly. One of the coolest things, and the reason why I'm making this video again, is, let me just show you my inventory here. If you go ahead and download, I've put a link to something called Pam's Harvest Craft. And before, in regular Minecraft, you have a limited number of foods. There is wheat, there's pumpkins, and there's a couple of other things, watermelon, and a couple of other things too. But there's a limited amount of foods. So when you're a farmer, you're going to only farm a certain types of crops. Now, what's super cool about this mod, which I'll give you the link to, it's super easy to install in this new version of Minecraft EDU, and it's free. You plug it in and it gives you access to hundreds of different types of fruits, vegetables, and all kinds of other things. So then you can go ahead and start different types of farms. You can separate farmers into different categories to be able to kind of make it a little bit more unique. Maybe have a guy that's going to be a fruit tree farmer, and they have all the different types of fruit trees. And it just makes it way more interesting because there's so many more kinds of foods now included in this mod. So again, I'm providing the link below so you can have access to that. I'm also providing a link to the original assignment. It's part of a Google Doc here that I had, El Mundo De Comercio simulation. This is the original document. I'll probably end up editing this document as I have several other ideas about how to go ahead and go about doing it, but you're more than welcome to copy any of this stuff and take it. And then if you want my actual world to kind of take a look at the world that was created. By the way, this world, let me get myself into creative mode here. This world was built completely by students. See all the rail lines there? They built all of that. They thought the rail line was built by the guys that were going to be lumberjacks, because they figured we need to get out into the forest and be able to transport our items back to our shop super quickly. So you see what they've done here. They've made that, and they did all that within an hour. I just said, you have 1 hour, go. And they made all of these buildings. The farmers, I let them go ahead and start tilling the land a bit and making fences for their ranch there. And then everybody else, I let them just go ahead and set up their buildings, put signs up, and then boom, the next day we were going off and playing. You can play this game, by the way. I did it on a consecutive 3 days in a row. But then I figured, I was like, oh, I could just do this like every other Friday. It is just a great way for interaction to take place and just kind of add more and more dimensions to the world itself. Kids loved it. I'm sure your kids will too. If you have any questions, by the way, let me know. I will be glad to help you. Hope you liked the video. Give it a like if you did. Adios, hasta luego.